Welcome to the Dwarven Beerfest, the annual drinking festival when you can become the most renowned dwarf in the land. Let's get into the quick setup and then gameplay. Each player will get a dwarf card which tells you your favorite drink and the dice you received during the drinking phase. On the left side you'll have your stomach, and on the right side your renown points, which are your victory points. At the bottom you'll have your flask, and at the top is where you'll get the fresh drinks you order. You'll also get drunk plenty of times, which will grant you different dice, but is also a good way to come back to sober and turn some drinks from your stomach into points before puking them out. Now, let's create the drinks deck. Shuffle the deck and deal out 12 cards face down, and then place the last order cards on the top of that, and then the rest on the top of that. Next, shuffle the action cards and deal 3 to each player to form their private hand. Roll the d12 to see who starts the first round of drinks. The first player will be the die roller this round. Each round has 3 phases: order drinks, drink the drinks, and then quaffing. During each of these phases, you can play action cards which are well categorized with these icons, so you know exactly which phase the cards can be played in. The first phase is to order drinks. The first player will decide if they will drink 1 drink or go berserk and drink 2 drinks, which will make you automatically drunk at phase 3. If you go berserk, you simply draw 2 drinks from the deck instead of 1, placing them on the top side of your dwarf card. You do not want to have a high total of these numbers, as you will need to have equal or more of the dice thrown during drinking. Now the next player orders drinks, and so on. If you don't want to order any more drinks, you say pass, and when all players have said pass collectively, we move to phase 2, drinking. Here the player who is first will roll all the dice, and everyone will use the numbers on one of the blue dice and one of the yellow dice to see if they are equal or higher than their total drinks. If higher, you are successful and put all the drinks in your stomach. If the cards have these icons, you draw action cards. If you went berserk, flip over to the drunk side. If you fail, you lose all those drinks you ordered, and you also puke out your stomach, which makes you lose potential points. During these phases, don't forget to use action cards to reroll dice, change dice, or swap drinks, or even put a drink into your flask to save it for later drinking. If you ever get your favorite drink in your orders, you'll use the yellow die here instead of the yellow die on the action you chose. Once everyone checked to see if they successfully drank or puked this round, we move on to the next. Pass all the dice to the next player, and that player will now be the first player for this round and will be rolling all the dice during the drinking phase. Keep playing like this until the last order card comes up and finish the last round. Drink a lot, as they will all become renown points at the end of this round, unless you fail and puke, of course. And then, at the end of the final round, we calculate points from the drinks in your renown section. 1 point per drink, plus 1 point each for these sets, and the player who has the longest burp gets 6 points. The dwarf with the most renown is the winner of Beerfest. This is a fun little drinking game with lots of humor and take-back elements. The rounds are quick and easy to play through, and if you want to feel like you're at a tavern filled with dwarves taking a break between mining shifts and battles, check out Dwarven Beerfest and back it.